Ready to unlock some deeper truths about life? We're taking a deep dive into the 7 keys to the kingdom of God. But don't worry, you don't need to be religious to get something out of this.
That's right. We're focusing on key #5, love for one another. And this excerpt we're looking at, it really gets to the heart of human connection no matter who you are.
I love that. And it's something, the Apostle Peter, he seemed to really emphasize love among early Christians. Why do you think that is?
Well, it seems like Peter knew that love, like real active love, was, essential. It was the glue that held people together.
It makes you think about those early Christian communities, right? They faced a lot of persecution, a lot of challenges. They had to rely on each other.
Exactly. And I think this excerpt highlights how that love wasn't just a feeling, it was something you did. Supporting each other, being there for each other in tangible ways.
It's like that saying, actions speak louder than words.
Mm.
So it's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk, which is a powerful concept even today. And this text specifically calls love a defining characteristic of being a follower of Christ. What do you think makes this love different?
I think it's about aligning yourself with a larger purpose. The text suggests that acting in line with God's will, it's how you tap into that deeper kind of love. It's about reflecting something bigger than yourself.
It's interesting, right? Because we often think of love as this purely emotional experience. But this excerpt emphasizes the action part.
Right. It's about putting love into practice through things like compassion, forgiveness, kindness. It's about turning those feelings into something tangible, something that impacts the world around you.
And that actually reminds me of one of the most powerful examples in the text, Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, choosing to surrender to God's will, even though it meant suffering.
That's such a powerful moment because it shows how submission, in this case, submitting to a higher purpose, can be the ultimate act of love.
It's like his willingness to sacrifice his own desires for something greater. That's an example for everyone, regardless of your beliefs.
Absolutely. And that actually ties into another key theme, unity. Remember that verse, Psalm 133.1?
How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity.
Exactly. And I love that image of the oil flowing down, symbolizing God's blessings. It speaks to the power of being on the same page, working together towards a common goal.
And, that's something we see all the time, even outside of religious contexts. Think about any successful team, any movement that creates real change. It's that unity, that shared purpose that makes it work.
You're right. It's about recognizing that we're interconnected. And when we work together, support each other, incredible things can happen. And, the text even gives us these 3 practical ways to actually live all of this out.
Oh, yeah, I love that part. It's not just theoretical. It gives us tangible things we can do.
Exactly. It talks about practicing acts of kindness, offering forgiveness freely, and constantly striving for that unity and harmony we were just discussing.
It's amazing to me how these principles, these keys, they resonate so strongly even thousands of years after they were written.
It's a testament to how timeless these truths really are. Whether you're religious or not, these ideas of active love, submitting to something bigger than yourself, and striving for unity, they offer a powerful framework for living a more fulfilling life.
It's a great reminder that ancient wisdom can still be incredibly relevant today.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think the question for all of us is, where can we put these keys into practice in our own lives? Where could we all use a little more of that active, selfless love?